Today is a very important day in our pursuit for our freedom. A very important summit took place, just concluded, the summit on peace in Ukraine. This summit on peace in Ukraine has just ended, and we took our time to watch many speeches, comments, opinions from world leaders. We've also took our time to analyze these speeches from different world leaders, including the speech made by the Vice President of the United States of America, Kamala Harris. My fellow Biafrans, I would like us to watch few of these clips as on this rock I will build the altar of God. On this speech, comment coming from different world leaders on the just concluded peace summit for Ukraine, I will make my speech today.
Thank you, Mr. President. Now I'm pleased to hand over the floor to the Vice President of the United States of America, Kamala Harris.
Thank you. Thank you, President Ahmed and President Zelensky, for hosting this summit. It is my honor to be here with all of the leaders today. I first met President Zelensky in February of 2022, just 5 days before Russia invaded Ukraine. An outrageous attempt to subjugate a free people and an attempt to wipe a sovereign state off the map. On that same day, I addressed the Munich Security Conference and made clear that the United States of America is a steadfast supporter of the principles that people have a right to choose their own form of government. Nations have a right to choose their own alliances. There are inalienable rights governments must protect. The rule of law must be cherished. Sovereignty and territorial integrity of all states must be respected, and national borders should not be changed by force.
As you all have listened to the Vice President of the United States of America, I would also want the media team to share the screen and play a video from another prominent leader among those who had very important speech at the just concluded summit.
International law and UN Charter must be the backbone for just peace in Ukraine. No matter our continent, history, religion, or skin color, we all share the same guiding compass, and this is the UN Charter and its principles of sovereignty, territorial integrity, human dignity, and the right to self-defense. These principles are universal, and we must uphold them. International law must be protected always and everywhere, without any ambiguity, in Ukraine, in the Middle East, and everywhere in the world. This is our global responsibility.
You have listened to what I say the most important speech in this summit. And on this note, I would also want the media team to play just a few minutes interview of Musa. Musa is the chief of the terrorist army staff of Nigeria.
But from the operational point of view, can you tell us what is the major issue? The military is now so much involved in internal policing. It does look like you're being taken away from your primary assignment and you are doing secondary and leaving the primary. What would you say is your major problem military-wise?
Thank you very much. I'm really very happy to be here, and it's good to be with this forum today. Well, I think as Nigerians, first and foremost, we need to take ownership of what's going on in the country. And when I say ownership, it is not the time for us to start trading blames on who to do it. we are dealing with asymmetric warfare, which is a new kind of warfare. It's different from the conventional term. And that's what we want to make very clear. Conventional warfare is between country to country. Now, asymmetric warfare, you are dealing with non-state actors, people you don't know, people that are your own. I give you some examples. Sometimes when we go on cordon and search operations, the same village you get in, they hide the weapons, touch them, they don't have anything, and you proceed. And they dig out these weapons and fire you from the rear. It is difficult because you don't even know who is your enemy. Everybody is an enemy. There's no front. Everywhere, and is a front as long as much as possible.
And then, of course, I want you to also play the last one. And all I want to hear is when that question was asked, are you worried?
Yes.
Are you worried? Because an operation,
Of course,
you have
definitely.
a special operation on the sit-at-home IPOB situation in the Southeast.
Yes.
But some of the elements and the leaders of these groups are outside of the country.
Yes.
I want every Biafran, every person who is reasonable listening to this particular video today to pay attention. The question they asked was, are you worried? So, and if you listen very attentively, he responded, of course, I'm worried. Play it again.
Are you worried? Because an operation,
Of course,
you have
definitely.
a special operation.
Yes.
Are you worried? Because an operation,
Of course,
you have
definitely.
a special operation.
The question they asked was, are you worried? So, and if you listen very attentively, he responded, of course, I'm worried. Play it again, please, because, there was talk over, the video, and so Femi was talking, and his